It's Nylak. It's a reset Tuesday or patch Tuesday, but they're not doing an actual patch today. So I'm just doing some of my solo raids. Gonna hit Nagafen and Lady Vox, I think, tonight. D0 through D4. I'm gonna start on D4 and go backwards. Gonna be using my warrior, shaman, enchanter, and going through it as fast as I possibly can, just to move on to some other content. So what I do here is I pacify. Whoops, definitely need to have over channel on to make sure pacify lands. But I try to pacify by all these fire giants. Don't really need to spend time fighting them. D4 makes it a little bit longer because you have to pacify the pets as well. But then you just run right by. Get this guy with a pacify. He's a warrior mage, so he's got a pet as well. But just saves a little bit of time doing it this way. These guys are warrior monk, good, so no pet there. Warrior ranger, no pet there, so that's good. This could have been a little tricky if these guys had pets. Oh, and that one resisted, so that's all right. Let's bring him out. We'll just kill him real quick. Don't get too many resists on pacify. Got it on level 5, so it's kind of surprising that I got that. Click onto chat here. Don't know if I will get any people chatting today. But we'll keep streaming because it's just kind of fun to stream. Oh, and I need to transition to my actual live shot. So sorry about that. Missed the first minute and a half or so of that. I'm glad I just noticed that. Just take this guy down real quick and then repacify the other giant and move on. Okay. Let's repacify this guy. Hopefully this one doesn't get resisted. We'll move on. So here we go. By him. Not going to go up too far here. And we're going to pacify King Tranix. I don't need anything from him either. I'm going to come up here and pacify this guy. On the corner. Got the pet and the fire giant. This one I have to be a little bit quick on. I need to go and pacify the bridge mobs before these wear off. So I've got a minute to do that. So hopefully they don't have a lot of pets. This first one has a pet. Actually, they both have pets, and that one. You know what? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just fight these guys up here. Otherwise, we'll get that other ad. So we're going to charm one. Oh, interrupted. See that very often. It'll also kill his pet, which is good. I could mez these and memblur them, but it doesn't really take too long to kill these guys. Most of the time, I don't have an issue, and I just pacify all the way through. My Puma on. I'm not going to put Puma haste in my pet because I'm going to be killing it here in a second. Make sure I have haste. And we're just going to break this. I'm going to grab another pet right before we go into Nagy's room. Start this guy up. Get it down quick. Feels like I'm attacking really slow, but it's not that. It's just I always forget when I'm on D4 how much health the mobs have if I'm not using a charm pet. All right, so we're gonna come up here. Had to fight a couple of giants because pacify didn't work, and we'll see. I always check here to see what's the best pet. Let's see, warrior mage or warrior necro. I think I'll take the necro. Which one's higher level? Yeah, I'll take the necro. So we're gonna try and pacify this way. Pacify the pet. And then what I do is I charm this guy and then I put him on hold and I run right in. I don't think I have to put him on hold, but sometimes it can aggro the mob up there. So put him on hold and then we'll run right past this guy. Right up to the Magus. Get him fighting the Magus. Dot the Magus up here. One thing I should have done is switch to my boss build. Or my boss spells before I started this, because I'm going to have to wait for Theft of Thought to work. And I could be using Werewolf here, but I said on some of my other streams that it just gets boring and having to constantly... well, I guess when I got Permanent Illusion, I would just have to cast it myself once, but I don't know, I kind of like playing around with the different possibilities. Alright, so I'm gonna first heal myself up just a little bit, and then we're gonna switch spell sets. Let's get this going, just in case. And let's see, I'll get my pet. So we're gonna go to our boss build. Okay, so those take 2 minutes. I probably won't wait the whole time, but let's go ahead and get the pet a little bit buffed up. Even give him clarity. Maybe you can get a little bit of mana back. Nice thing is that the Necro's dots, if he puts them on, should not interfere with my dots. So that's good. Let's see. Let's give myself a new buff. I'm not going to wait the whole minute for this. It'll come eventually, and then we'll be able to dot him up. I don't think I need... You know what? I'm gonna try the fight without defensive stance. I'm not... If it doesn't work, then I'm going to change it up, because I don't want to fail, but I'm going to give the pet a slugs, and I'm going to send him in first. He'll go in slowly, but maybe too slowly. Perfect. All I want him to do is aggro Nagafen first, just so I can come in and get a slow on him. Maybe I should have done that from behind him. Okay, slow landed. Let's get... Just want to get a slugs on myself. You really have to just sustain the... Oops, get that off. Gotta sustain the nukes at the start. I can't even tell if my pet's attacking. What is he doing? We got stunned. We'll try and get some dots on. I am stunned as well. So, I mean, he's going to be out of mana, like, in no time here. So it's just about maintaining my health to make sure I don't get stunned and then nuke or something. Yeah, so I guess I didn't need Wandering Mind or Theft of Thought. Put a Listless on them just because we can, and then I'm going to get some Pumas going. And let's get a Puma on the pet. Looks like we need another Slugs going. So we're going to go into Inversion for that cast, and then right back out. Right back to Overchannel to get Odium back on. So Superior Heal, and then another Venom. And we're going to set up for a cannibalization here, so just going to get quickly full health, go into Channeler stance, cannibalize. I'm going to Theft of Thought here just so he can't use that little bit of mana. A little premature cast of Odium there, but that's okay. And we're going to do another Slugs here in a second. Bunch of dots wearing off here at the same time, so we're going to set up for those. And so we'll do an Envenom first, then a Plague. I didn't think I was timing this one, but this might have been less than, I feel like it was less than a minute, because we still have a minute 30 on our Ogres. And it is, I guess it's a 4 minute and 6, so probably a 2.5 minute fight or so by the time we're done. Looks like Odium, either I forgot to cast it or it got resisted. Slugs. Oh, and I stayed in Channeler stance there. This could have been faster, but when I did that cannibalize, I forgot to get out of Channeler stance, so it's been eating my mana, and unfortunately, reducing my incoming damage as well, but that's okay. Ooh, and we got a +4 Cloak of Flames, which is good. That is an upgrade. 2 +4 Blade Stoppers, which I also use, which I have as a +5, so that should get me to a +6. Yep, so that's an upgrade and a Crook. So we got a +5 Cloak of Flames and got our Blade Stopper up to a +6. So that was a good first run. Leave, and we'll do it again on a +3. Hopefully we don't get any of the resist on Pacify this time. Speed run here, so fail. Yep, I do possess 3 voids. That's fine. I don't know what I'm going to spend them on yet, but I still should. Oh, here we go. I can collect one more, but I'm probably going to wait till the end of the week to do Yael and get that last one. Trying to figure out what I'm going to use it on. All right, so welcome. I see I have 3 viewers. Don't know if they're real viewers or bots, but welcome if you are real people. Just did a D4 for Nagy. I'm going the opposite way, so I'm going to do D4 through D0. And I'm going to leave this build up. Well, let me do this. Let me rebuff haste because that wore off at some point. Put my Rocals on. 12 minutes on everything else. Get my Fangle back on. Nice. And then I'm going to put Pacify up over here. I'm just going to leave this build on. You never know if you have real viewers or just bot. Oh, what is that? Oh, I didn't have over channel on, so right away messed up. So I have to take this guy out real quick. Just while this guy's going down, I'm trying to figure out what I could use my void on. Near the end of the week, hopefully I can get some of these up a little bit more, and then I can just use it on either the breastplate or the legs. Alright, so now I've got Channeler stance on. Hopefully I don't get any more resists on this. I can move pretty fast through this. Oh. So we're just going to pacify our way through if we can. Save some time. So we can make the run over to Permafrost to do Lady Vox when we're done with these runs. That was really nice. The first run got 2 upgrades. Not actually sure if I even need to pacify this guy. I do when he breaks. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring him with us. Pacify this guy. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, well I guess we're fighting these guys, unfortunately. Charm the level 50. Just to take this guy down a little bit faster. Definitely feel like I'm missing some buffs, so I may need to rebuff here in a second too. Rage seems to get taken off by something. I'm not sure exactly what. Also missing some health. Yeah, so I'm definitely missing something. Probably is rage that I'm missing, so we're gonna get that on here in a second. Let me take off that I don't need for a second. I don't think I need pillage. So we're gonna pop rage into there once this fight is over. Alright, let's pop rage in. Wait for that to be ready. Alright, we are having some bad luck on Pacify today. At least these guys don't have pets, that's good. Okay. So we just run by the This is why I love the Enchanter. You can save so much time. And let's see. We've got a level 49 warrior. Level 49 warrior, so it really doesn't matter. Pacify this one. Charm this one. Never actually tried to charm the Magus. I probably should do that. Maybe I'll do that on the D0 or D1. It's a rare mob, so you shouldn't be able to charm it, I don't think. But some rares you can charm. So, be worth a try. You won't do as much damage, really, as the Fire Giant will. I rage on, and I have to also mem Swift to get it on the pet. Yeah, I'm still down health, so... Oh, what's he, dispelling me? Awful. Yeah, so we're gonna do a quick rebuff here. So, we've got our Shaman buffs. Exactly sure what I'm missing. One of the hit point buffs, I think. Maybe Harnessing of Spirit would be my guess. Change to our extended buff thing. Quick buff. Fangles, and then we're going to go back to our boss. The unfortunate thing with that is then it does get rid of the reset the timer on the Theft of Thought, but I think I found out last fight on the D4 I don't really need that. Let's go into that, and you know what, I'll just fight as an Ogre, why not? Yeah, now I've got, so 6281, that looks more like it. Seal myself up. I'm going to hit the pet here with Spirit. Myself with another Spirit. Gonna hit the pet with a Slugs. Send him in. This time I'm going to try to slow nag from behind the pet. Yep, go ahead, buddy. Take your slow walk. Good. Get our slow in. Might as well get all the dots on. I can't. Oh, we don't want that. I'm stunned. Am I stunned or what's the deal? Can't move. There we go. Let's get in here. Let's engage. Alright, we're in striker stance. We're in recover. I should be in overchannel, but everything was landing for the most part anyway. But let's get all of our dots going. Get a listless on, and then we're going to get a slugs on and then just melee away. Looks like Odium is off, so we'll recast that. I'm gonna let myself, now that he's out of mana, I think I'm gonna let myself get into Berserker Frenzy. Be a little bit risky, but as long as he doesn't have mana, it should be okay. Slugs is still healing me. I don't know which window it's going to go in when I get into Frenzy. You recast Slugs. Oh, I might be in Frenzy now. Which window does that go in? Just keep an eye here on... I'm gonna get my dots back on, keeping an eye on my health, making sure it doesn't go down too low. I'm looking pretty good still. Mana's good. I don't really need to cannibalize. Now I'm in frenzy, so I need some nice crippling blows. But I also don't want to die. I don't want to do this again, so I'm going to heal up a little bit. Go slugs on. I think I'm still in frenzy. Ooh, that's a nice. Ooh, there's a 1384 finishing blow. 957. All right, not as good as last time, but I do like these bags. I don't have full bags yet. The books I don't really need. I think I've stopped keeping these as well, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to loot it. All right, so that was D3. We are going to move on and do D2. We should consecutively go faster, I would think. So we'll do our D2, D1, D0 quickly, and then we'll run over to Lady Vox. Yeah, I wish I could just say I don't want to ever see that notice again. Great raid. All right, so it says we have 2 viewers. Not sure if that's true or not. If there is anybody live out there and you want to say hello in chat, that's great. Love to know how the sound is, how the video quality is. 'Cause I am new to streaming this game and streaming in general. Well, I think I'm gonna go into my normal damage build because I'm finding I don't need a Theft of Thought on Nagafen at all. Yeah. Really bad luck with Pacify on these runs. Even though I was in overchannel, it still got denied. I'm gonna get an illusion on here in a second, so I'm not fighting in as an ogre here. Let's what do we want to do? Let's go Uridite. So pacify this guy while that loads. The ogre run is just quite hilarious. Maybe what happened last time was I did not um, pacify his pet. So it was his pet that actually aggroed me, maybe. Sneak by this guy. We've got about 60 seconds to hopefully get these guys up. Once I get to the top here, I'm going to quickly mem Swift of the Wind. So when I get my pet, I can cast that and go right in. And we're going to go Haste, Swift of the Wind. What do we got? We got a 51 warrior and a 58 wizard, so we're going to take the warrior as one would expect. My pet is using a Earthshaker +6. So start buffing the pet up. I have to re-swift myself, so I'll do that real quick. Nice to have the AC and the health and everything up high enough now to where really don't need defensive stance. Definitely needed it the first few runs when I first started to do this, but not really so much anymore. Just gonna run in this time. Oh, I don't have listless because I'm not in my boss build, but that's alright. I don't really need it. The slugs on. Divine here. And I'm going to repuma myself and my pet. Yeah, D2 goes down pretty quick. Gonna see if we can go into Berserker Frenzy again here. Get some good criticals. Ooh, that's maybe a little bit too low. Oh yeah, I'm running risky here. We're gonna heal ourselves up because I just don't want to have to do this again. I think the problem is he's still got mana. Ooh, 2 more Cloak of Flames. I don't think that's going to upgrade me though, because now I'm at a +5. I'm just gonna mez this guy. I don't really want to fight him, though I might have to. Things hit pretty hard when they have Swift of the Wind on, hard and fast. Right, now we should be fine to just whittle them down a little bit. So let's see, we have it. You know, I could give one of these to my pet, actually. You know, that's what we're going to do. We are going to loot those and combine them. We're going to give that guy to our pet and take off this rune bolster belt. Because now my pet should... I don't... Well, whenever I have a pet or a charm pet, it'll be using that. Okay, so that's difficulty 2. It took maybe 10 minutes total. I don't know to do that one, but now we're going to do... Gonna go into D1 now. D1 and D0. I'm almost getting, if I had enough bags, once I have all the bags um, in my bank and everything, the 10 slotters, I'll probably stop doing D1 and D0, maybe even D2, because it just takes so many items to upgrade. We'll do this quick D1, D0, and then we'll head over to Permafrost. Do Lady Vox. All right, what do I need? I need clarity, looks like. Getting close to 6,300 hit points. Which is somebody who hasn't played EverQuest since 2003, having 6,200, almost 6,300 health after 2 weeks, not even a full 2 weeks, is just crazy. Just a completely same game, but completely different game at the same time. Whoops. Oh yeah, did I pacify them both? Yep. Okay. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. It didn't hold, but he also didn't aggro, interestingly enough. Finally, a 100% successful. Well, let's not count these guys out yet. All right, so it's going to take him out real quick. Striker stance. We're just going to go right in. Oh, let me take a second. Swift my pet while he finishes off Magus. Looks like we got a AA. 6 saved up. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them next. Oh, I think I actually know what I'm going to do with them. Let's look real quick. So this one right here. No, that's critical damage. I could do that. Yeah, that probably makes the most sense. The other one I'm working on is the direct damage one for my procs. I don't really use direct damage spells except for my 2 procs. But they can crit as well. So I've got that up to the max, and then I have to do the one that gives me more damage on my crits. So my Puma and my Fangles proc do more when they crit. I'm missing here, I'm missing Plague. Go into Inversion, get our slugs going. Let's see, do I have Puma on me? I do not. Let's get Puma going. Should change this. Filters. Spells. Mine. Let's just see what this looks like. Does this get my procs? Or just my spells? Let's see. Well, that gets me casting that, but not the actual damage. I'll have to play around with that. Finishing blow, 1997. Not bad. Wow. 2 more Cloak of Flames. Crazy. So we can combine those, I think, and then combine it with the one I gave my pet. So you upgrade that one, and once we get to +5, we're going to say sorry to the pet. So we can throw these in here. I guess that doesn't get us all the way there, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get more on this D0 run. All right, last Nagy. I really want bags, honestly, is what I want. I don't even have plenty, at least, well, I do have one more bag I just got. Then I need one more to get full 10 slot bags in just my normal inventory, and then I need 10 slot bags for my bank. I think I spend more time waiting for the instance to load than actually fighting. All right, any buffs needed for this to get there? No, I think we're good. So I'm just going to go right into it. Shouldn't have too many problems with Pacify now on D0, I wouldn't think. Should be able to bypass everything. Get a really quick kill and then head off to Lady Vox. I don't even think I need anything from Lady Vox. It's really just the bags or boxes, whatever she drops. Pet. I think when I get up to Magus, I'm going to pacify both giants, run right into Magus. See if you can be charmed. I should probably do some runs too where I don't even use a charm pet or my pet to see how it goes. I think I'd almost know I'd be fine. It just would take longer. Bypassing all of that content, we're going to go ahead, like I said, we're going to pacify these guys for now. And maybe if I can't charm Magus, I'll probably just kill him and then just go fight Nagy without a pet. Let's see what it says. Cannot be charmed. Okay, so we'll just fight it. I could summon my own pet, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to fight it without a pet. I wonder if procs are a different other. Let's see. I won't figure that out now, but I got to figure out what procs are so I can. This is spells. You hit Magus. Let's check it real quick. Let me give myself a new Swift. Filters. Melee. Let's see. Is it in here? There's hits. Your flurries. Critical hits. Combat abilities. Disciplines you. I'm not sure what that means. Melee warnings. Let's see. What do we have here? Set. None of those. Spells, others, failures, worn off, focus effects, auras, songs, overwritten, AA ability, reuse. None of those seem like they would be. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Let's see. Get a Puma back on. Here we go. No pet, no charm, no defensive stance. Just gonna kind of go for it. But then again, this is D0, so I think I did this first time at 46. And it's not even a caster now, it's just a straight melee fight. Yeah, I mean, he could barely keep up with my slugs at this point. Take a look at the dot damage. If we get any good crits. I feel like there's the dot damage coming in now, but wasn't kind of coming in for a second. It didn't seem like. Ooh, nice. 2 bags. Take them. Just keep upgrading this. I've got one in the bank too that I'll combine it with. All right, so that was the D4 through D0 nags. Can I not go there from a raid? Okay, just letting me think. So, seems like we have 3 viewers. If anybody is a real viewer and want to say something in chat, that's great. I am watching chat. This is my 3rd or 4th stream. Just started a couple days ago. And most of the time I'm pretty much just talking to myself. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Surefall Glade. One of the first things I did was I leveled up a Warrior Druid Enchanter to 25 and then dropped the Druid and started back at level 10 with a Shaman. I need to do the same thing with a Wizard just so I have more options for ports, but highly recommend that if nobody's done that, so that you get the rituals. Make sure I still have Spirit of the Wolf or something, which I don't. One thing that's been really cool about EQ Legends is that the cities are you would think they'd be empty, but they're, because it's classic and there's not that many. There's always people in the city. There's always people outside of every major dungeon. Befallen always has people on the outside and the inside just sitting there. Sky always has people milling around. Um, Lower Gook always has 6 or 7 people at the entrance. So it's definitely a popular game at the moment. Map down there. Auto follow. Okay, so just did Nagafen, D4 through D0, and now we are running to Permafrost to do our Lady Vox raids for the week. Already did Interact yesterday, or this morning, not yesterday, but this morning. And then I still need to do CT and Yael. CT is not one that I just easily do still. Definitely get the D4 done, but actually clearing, I find, is sometimes the hardest part. Get the wrong combination of things, and you're getting stunned or teleported around. That's hilarious to see a level 10 in what looks like full Rubicite, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what the Paladin planar gear looks like. And like a Fiery Avenger. That's awesome. It changed up our illusion, I think. We're going to go something else. The warrior armor, of course, doesn't look great on a Erudite because Erudites can't normally wear this armor. I don't think they can be warriors. Excuse my yawn there. Let's go with a gnome as we run, and then when we zone in, we're gonna grow the gnome. We're gonna go with a big gnome. Something about gnomes, they just feel like they're faster than the little ogre waddle. Now that horse is definitely faster. I need to save up for a horse, but I started jewel crafting. But I'm getting back up there. I think I was down to like 4,000. So probably get that back up to 10, and then I'll start up again. I think I was at like 210 in jewel crafting, and it cost me about 6,000 plat. So not anything that was terrible. This run is kind of a pain. I'm glad I only have to do it once a week. I don't even think there's a wizard port in this zone either, so getting a wizard, unless there's a wizard port like in the barbarian city, but that wouldn't make sense because I'm pretty sure they can't be wizards. I think once I am done with box, if I'm not too tired, I'm going to log on to, not log on, but swap to my cleric and go do cleric's level 30. I'm going to go do lower Gook. Probably stop the stream for a few, get there, and then restart it so that there's not just a bunch of dead time on the stream like we have right now while I'm running. Going to see if I get lost going to the void. I'm not terribly adept at navigating permafrost at the moment. Once we get to the voidling, we'll probably do a rebuff. That way we should be pretty set for at least the first few runs. Improve visibility. I think I made a wrong turn. Always. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Like, always people, right? It's cool. Oh. Get rid of the map. We are going to start on D4. Alright, so let's rebuff. So we're not dealing with that. Gonna read clarity. And then let's do our boss build because we are going to want to take mana from Lady Vox. But one thing I want to be doing here real quick is make our gnome a little bit bigger. Because who doesn't like an oversized gnome? I think one time is all you can do though on the grow. Let's see. Oh, even bigger. So perfect. And then we're going to. I should have hasted myself before I unmemmed it. It's going to haste ourselves, and then we're going to invis. See how much we can sneak by. Pacify as well, just in case we need it. Okay. Let's get our invis going. Let's get our angles back on before we forget. All right. Let's see if we can get lucky with. Well, get lucky with the first guy. All right, so we are going to need to pacify just to save ourselves some time here. Bring up the map just so we can see. I don't even know if I need to fight these guys, but I typically do. And then I just run in. I think it's different when you raid. I think things come, because I see people clearing all the trash all the time. So I think it is different when you raid. Let me get pillage back up. Swift. don't even have my attack on. No wonder it's taking so long. Cleave is so nice. It does so much damage. Cleave and bash. Alright, let's get healed up to full. Channel. Striker stance, that's fine. Let's go in, get set up. Oh. Ooh, interrupted. That's not what you want to see. Okay, get him beating on her. We're going to get a quick slugs on, get some heals going. I need to... get a slow going. I'd be in trouble if, like, Charm broke right now. Is he even attacking? Let's go. Alright, now let's get the dots going. Some extra damage, stuff to thaw. Can't let my health get down too low because of the dots. Got about a zillion dots on me. Moment. Normally I would be in defense stance because I'm really not attacking that much right now as I try and get everything going. I gotta get these dots on, and I gotta get another slugs on. Maybe he's turning around to heal me. Is that what that guy's doing? I get full health and then cannibalize, even though I'm only 72%. Alright, we're gonna Puma. Puma the pet. Swift the pet as well. Stunned. Oops. That kills me sometimes where I've got the pet targeted instead of myself. Dots going again. Maybe we'll have some time to melee. Alright, now we can melee for a second. A listless on just because. Back on the over channel to start redotting. A little early on the venom. Maybe plague. That should be the last plague I need. Steal a little bit of the mana that she's trying to get back. Should have chloroplasted before the fight. You know, as you can see, my stamina is about gone. Need to re-odium. Ugh, 3 books. That is awful. Take 3 boxes, but 3 books? Oh, good. All right, so D4, pretty easy. That certainly it helps to have the pet just be mostly does some damage, but mostly just because then I don't have to worry about getting rid of that mob in there. All right, so let's go back in. Let's hit a D3. And we'll be bypassing again as much as we can. So that time I think we only had to fight the 1 giant and the ices. I think I'm going to try to get in there without fighting the icy terrors and see what happens. Don't know if she calls them or not. All right, just going to do a quick another swift, and then not going to bother growing the gnome again. Just going to use this for invis. And then I do have to mem pacify. We don't need that. Okay. Oh, I went the wrong way. Darn it. I gotta fight all these guys. And I do not have my good stuff up for fighting a lot of mobs at once, so here we go. That is unfortunate that I went the wrong way there. I had to turn right there instead of left, and I wouldn't have had to fight any of these guys. Get a Puma on here. Probably should just drop a dot on all of these guys. No harm done, just kind of a waste of time clearing. Just because I took a wrong turn. Wait, how am I back in? Didn't I... How did I get back into a D3? Didn't I just do D3? Wait a minute. What am I doing here? I think I didn't leave. I never left the... I think I got to go back out and rejoin at D2. I did D4, then I did D3, and meant to go back into D2, but it shouldn't even have let me rejoin this, but there's no Nagafen or no Lady Vox up in here, I don't think. I'm gonna go check, but I swear I just did D3, so I don't know how it let me back in here. Also need to regen some stamina. Alright, so I'm gonna go check, but I don't think she's gonna be up. Pretty sure this is the instance we were just in. I just don't know how we got back into it. Oh, she is up. How is she up again? Oh. Not really prepared to fight, but I'm gonna fight. I don't know if I accidentally did a D2 before. Don't have Swift memmed. I didn't actually think I was running into fight here. I didn't think. Oh, and what have I been? Sometimes I'll target my pet to cast something like Puma and then forget to retarget the boss. And come to find out I've been trying to dot my pet for half the fight. Oh, looks like Charm broke. Deal with that here. Oh, I don't want him healing her. Love it when mobs root me. Like, I'm not really trying to go anywhere, so you don't really need to root me. Just realized I've not been in striker stance this whole time either. So I've just been doing very minimal damage. My own melee. Yeah, it just really thrown me for a loop that I swear I just did a D3. But it did go down relatively easy too, so I don't know, maybe I accidentally did a D0 or something. I'll have to try and figure it out once we get out of this one. Leave instance, I mean, that's what I did last time, so I shouldn't have been able to get back into the same instance. What does this say here? So it says D4, D3. I'll have to go back on the stream. I swear I did. I swear I just did D3 twice. I don't know how. Come on, what? Get some boxes, some 10 slaughters for the bank. And let's try to go the right way this time. To the right. See me? Nope, can't see me, so I'm just gonna run right by. And can the tentacle see me? That one can see me. So am I ready to fight? Yep, we got 10 minutes on that. Let's pacify this guy. Guess we're gonna find out if you can fight this thing without anything. Just in case I want to swift my pet, we'll get that up. Get all of our dots going. Interrupted on one there. Myself with one superhero, and then buff my pet. Just catch some wrath for some inexplicable reason. Stunned. I really trying to retarget Vox. Nice to not have to depend on defensive anymore. It makes the fights go so much faster. Oh, I forgot to theft of thought, so she's just nuking me. But last thing we want is for her to be healing like that. Dragon Bone bracelets. Use those, but we will level them up. And we did get a bag. That was a pretty quick run. Still have all of our buffs for 13 minutes, so should be able to get into at least a D1 and finish that. D0 and D1 really only worthwhile just to hopefully get a chance at a bag, I think, at this point. Alright, let's throw it and throw that on. And Viz back up. Want a balanced stance so that when we get up here we have our full stamina. So if you have Invis but not Pacify, a lot of times that should be the only thing you have to fight. Full stamina, let's go into Striker. Let's go in there. Just get our targets. Didn't actually mean to Malicite myself there. Or not myself, but Vox. Alright, this time I'm going to get some Theft of Thought and Wandering Mind on, even though looks like this time she's going to just run herself out of mana. Who am I going? Myself and my pet. These easier modes, I definitely don't need to do this, but I like to just practice the rotation. Oh, I don't have Swift memorized again, so I'm just going to skip that. Three dots. I feel like that whole run was like 5 minutes. I'm going to time this one, I think. Alright, so we are started on Nagafen D4 through D0. Now we did Vox D4 through D1, and we're just going to finish up very quickly with a D0. Did it the opposite way. Got to rewatch the replay because somehow it feels like I did D3 twice. Not on purpose, but definitely thought I fought her twice on D3. Maybe they instituted a bug where you can just do the same instance over and over again, and if they are, I am not going to take advantage of it because I'm not looking to get banned. But I'm sure there are people running D4 raids over and over if that is a bug. Alright, let's regen our mana. Let's regen this. We didn't even take off invisibility that time, so let's see if we can just run right up again. Get another run in without rebuffing. 13 minutes. Oh, this guy saw me. Figures. 2 minutes. We are going to need to re-swift. So we'll re-haste right now. Where are we at for clarity? 8 minutes. Just redo that as well. Pop our invis back on. See if we can't sneak by the rest of this trash this time. Check those two. Run to the right. Check the spider. He's good. Run to the right, not the left. Don't go around the corner all the way. Check this guy. He's good. Pass him up the ramp. I'm going to pacify him. Did I not re-swift myself? No, there's Swift. Yep. Over channel, striker. Alright, well now I know I don't need to even kill the... Should have done a challenge on this one, not even slowing her, but alright. I can remember 26 years ago coming in here the first time with my guild, and nobody knew anything about resist gear, and not even that you didn't even know about it. There just was no resist gear, and boy, did we get just destroyed. Took us a long, many attempts over probably a few weeks to figure it out. People dragging corpses back and rezzing them, sending them back, people back in like cannon fodder. And this D0, I feel like, is the difficulty that it was back then for an entire raid. I forgot to look at the clock to see how long this one took, but I've been streaming for an hour and 33 minutes and in about 30 seconds, so I'm done with that. Ooh, two of those bags? Or what are those? They are bags. Nice. So I was able to do Nag and Vox, including the run to Vox, in an hour and 34 minutes, all D0 through D4s. So it's pretty good. That's bypassing as much as the trash as I can. I'm just gonna test this, like, to understand, like, how did I get into a second D3? This should say the way is blocked. Yep. So I'll have to rewind the stream and figure that out, but I feel like I killed 6 boxes there. So I think that's going to be it for this stream. I'm probably going to start another one up here in a few minutes once I get my cleric all settled back in lower Gook. It'll be a level 30 cleric down in the level 40 plus area fighting and clearing names. I need to farm the hand to give my pet when I'm charming some magic resist items. Probably take off these legs and throw on those magic resist items. Maybe even the room sight breastplate. Just leave 2 magic resist reduction rings, the cloak of flames, and the earth shaker or something like that. Although I'm not sure. Maybe I can just slot them in here because I think because I have a shaman, I get 2 extra slots there for the shaman. But thanks to anybody who's watching the on demand, and we'll catch you next time.